It's been half a year since CS2 officially dropped and almost a year since the beta came out. And still, a bunch of folks are, to put it lightly, not thrilled with CS2. But is there a legit reason for that? In this video, I'm gonna break down all the highs and lows of CS2 compared to CSGO. And I bet those who totally hate CS2 with all their hearts will think twice after watching this. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you won't miss any of the cool videos coming up. Cause 98% of you watch my videos without subscribing. And remember, stick around till the end to really get the full picture of what's up with CS2. Let's kick off with a bit about me, so you know where I'm coming from. Everything I'm about to say is straight from my experience and I've got quite a bit of it. I've clocked in 3,500 hours in the game, managed to hit global elite in matchmaking and racked up 3,200 elo on faceit. As for CS2, I smashed past the 20,000 rating mark in less than 100 matches, which is not too shabby if I say so myself. So I reckon I've got enough experience to give you a fair comparison of these two games. Rumors about a new CS2 have been swirling since way back in 2018. Everyone was dreaming that with the shift to Source 2, the game would sport unreal graphics, indistinguishable from real life, a new anti-cheat ensuring zero cheaters in the game, and a clear ranking system similar to Faceit Elo or Dota 2. And then, like magic, on March 22, 2023, the CS2 trailer drops, showing off revamped maps, new mechanics, and this incredible subtech thing. Everyone was blown away by the new smokes and wondering how the old tricks would work in the new setup. Meanwhile, the closed beta test invites start rolling out. All the streamers are trying out the new CS, but it doesn't live up to the hype. Bugs are popping up left and right, subtech wasn't all it was cracked up to be, the maps were too bright even though only 2 were revamped, the smokes were confusing and the game itself felt pretty random. No wonder people started saying CSGO was way better. Fast forward to half a year after the official release and folks are still saying CS2 is unplayable, admitting they haven't touched the game in 4 or 3 months. This raises the question, is CS2 really that much worse than its predecessor? But let me tell you upfront, CS2 is actually way better, even though I spent the entire beta test hating on it, and heck, even post-launch I was saying it didn't deserve to exist. But now I've got some thoughts about its downsides, although there aren't as many as before. Saying the game is poorly optimized and gives low FPS? I don't think it is fair. Bashing the game over the new subtech doesn't make much sense either, because once the developers perfect it, it's going to be a game changer, just like it looks on paper. The real issue is the pace at which Valve is working on this game. Launching a game with a new MR system and not tweaking the economy for over 8 months is definitely something that should have been addressed first. In all this time, there's still no way to create a server with a friend, and you can't remove handshaking while moving or switch them to the left side. Can you recall a single update that made you feel like, yes, the game is so much better now? I remember when AVP shooting was a nightmare, the infamous Michael Jackson peak and people getting VAG banned for high sensitivity. But do these issues deserve such harsh criticism when they're actually fixable? Reflecting on all the game's issues from the start, I realized that most of the significant problems have been resolved, and I have no doubt that any new ones will be quickly addressed. Complaining about low FPS with a decade-old graphics card isn't reasonable either. Technology and games evolve. Like it or not, you should probably update your PC at least every 5 years. Based on the current information and unexpected updates, CS2 can confidently be called a great game. Just for a reality check, try playing CS2 for an hour and then switch to CSGO. You will feel like CSGO is prehistoric and it seems like you've gone from CSGO to CS Source. That's how outdated CSGO feels now. The subtech is potentially better than any tick rate. Maybe not right now, but in the future, once Valve perfects it, it will outperform in all aspects. Even now, CS2 feels really comfortable and enjoyable. With the latest updates to subtech, shooting feels much better, the spray is more realistic, bullets travel as they should, and dying behind walls is almost non-existent. So you're saying lots of cheaters in Premiere mode? Yes, I agree, that's currently the biggest issue, and it doesn't seem like there is a rush to tackle it. If you used to hop into matchmaking with friends without worrying much about cheaters, now the first thing that comes to mind with Premiere mode is cheaters. But in such cases there is alternative, faceit. If you're still seeing cheaters everywhere on faceit, Well, maybe it's time to switch to Tetris, where you definitely won't find any. Any reasonable person understands there is no such thing as a perfect anti-cheat system. What really grinds gears though is the Premier Mode ranking. Not only does it fail to reflect your real skill level, but it also doesn't motivate you to climb the leaderboard. Most of the time, the top spots are occupied by cheaters or full-stack teams. Hardly anyone would feel like playing in such lobbies. Against the backdrop of competition with Faceit, Valve could create leagues for strong players or somehow reward those who play a lot or hold leadership positions. They could establish seasons where the top 100 players are invited to a special league or receive some bonuses like skins, similar to what Faceit does. Instead of squeezing out third-party services, they should make Premier Mode so appealing that players naturally want to switch over. As for now, the only real difference between Premier Mode and matchmaking is that instead of rank coins, you get numbers. So what's the final verdict? The graphics have leveled up, making the game much more enjoyable to play. Watching pro matches has become a lot more engaging with the new MR12 system. The subtick is a significant improvement over the 64 to 128 tick rate, and the new smoke mechanics have created a fresh meta and new possibilities. The revamp of 2 maps is a clear sign that more changes are on the horizon, including a possible makeover for the beloved Mirage. We are looking at a future where some maps will be reworked, some will be removed, and we might even see the return of beloved classics like Cobblestone, Cache, and Train. Drawing from CSGO evolution, it's safe to predict that the game will undergo a complete transformation into CS2 over the next 5 years. Just look at how CSGO evolved from 2016 to 2022. It became a whole different game, one that won over so many fans. I'm pretty confident that in the near future we'll see optimization improvements, new maps and new operations that aren't just cash grabs but are genuinely fun to engage with. Both now and in the future, CSGO is a game worth playing. Despite its flaws, it's better than CSGO. From all that's been said, it's clear that CSGO has aged, while CS2 has breathed new life into the franchise, unlocking immense potential. Should you play CS2 now, and does it have a future? In my opinion, absolutely yes. Among the viewers, there will be many who still argue that CSGO was way better and that CS2 is a game that ruined everything, but I'm confident that even these critics will soon start playing CS2. That's my take on the difference between CS2 and CSGO. Share your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I'll be signing off now, see you in the next video, bye bye!